We're gonna start with the little Charlie Brown saguaro that we're gonna take to Waterman's. And then the second one is about 3.5 foot. It's about on the upper end of his range. And it's just beyond that Palo Verde at the property line. And we're gonna go just a little bit west of that and we'll find that plant. All right, let's do it.
When cactus people close their eyes and think about what heaven looks like, this is it. Starting in 1999, we started working with developers as they have an area that they want to develop into homes, schools, etc. They call upon us to come in prior to them doing any blading, and we rescue all the small plants, the plants that they would never consider taking out. We also take out any saguaros that they'll let us have.
So now we just wind the maypole.
Let's go this way, over by the cholla maybe. We have to get permits from the Arizona Department of Agriculture, and we have to get tags.
My grandparents bought this property in 1946. It was originally 160 acres, and they built one home towards the west side of the property. But then one day my grandmother counted 12 cars on the road, and that was just too much. So instead of relocating, they built a second bigger home further back on the property in 1966. My dad and his brother were both born in Tucson and grew up on this property, and my sister and I were both born in Tucson and grew up on the property, so it's been 3 generations of us to live here. I don't think most kids have this much space to run free, so there's definitely lots of exploring the desert, building forts. We've definitely had to run from javelina a time or two. The property is being sold to a developer of homes. So what you see around us, all this desert, is going to be turned into ranch-style homes. It's going to be a big neighborhood, but we are keeping 5 acres of it. Every time we've come back on the property, it has changed so much, and more plant life has been cleared out, and it looks completely different. And it's hard to look at because it's just not the same as when we were little, and we know that it's going to be unrecognizable pretty soon. So we're thankful to have pictures and memories, as it is going to change quite a bit.
All right, so we're right here.
Okay.
And so we're doing this narrow, it's gonna be a sewer line.
Gotcha.
The boundaries are not well marked.
Okay.
You're gonna have to give it your best guess. And then once you take the plant, remove the flagging so everybody else doesn't come over there looking for it. I coordinate the training out in the field. I have about 6 folks that work with me. They're designated to monitor the boundaries, help people with the technique of rescuing the plants so that the plants will have the best chance of survival after transplant. So they're instructors as well as safety enforcers. So they help people know how to do all of this without any injuries.
All the rescue people know that if I don't bleed on a rescue, it's not very good. We're not afraid of getting stuck by spines. We enjoy it. We're crazy. There's no getting around it.
This one is so light that Dick normally throws this over his shoulder and walks out.
My favorite cactus, of course, is the queen of the night, the Pennicereus gregii. Sometime in June, it starts producing a flower. Fairly large, blooms at night, attracts moths. It's a fascinating plant, and it really just excites everybody because of its beauty when it blooms, and its lack of anything when it's not in bloom.
They're very hard to spot. They look like a dead stick. So the first part is like a little archaeology dig here. Oh, here it is. See that, how I scratched it a little bit? Right there's the tuber. They'll excavate all around it, and then they'll come in from the side, and they'll carefully brush the dirt off of the tuber that looks like a little elongated turnip. And then the connective top is so fragile that then when they do take it out of the ground, they'll carry it like a baby back to make sure that it doesn't break away, the tuber and the top. This year, they bloomed over about a 3-week period. In one microclimate, they'll all bloom at the same time. That alone is enough for an excuse to get out and walk in the desert at night and have a margarita after and just enjoy June in Tucson. Shall we?
So it's really cool because I'm looking at these saguaros in my pickup truck this morning and saying, hey guys, wait until you see what your new home is going to look like. And it really is spectacular. The saguaros that we rescued at the construction site, we drove them out here. We're out at the Waterman Restoration Site, and we're planting the 3 saguaros that we rescued, and now they have new homes. And they have a spectacular view of the mountains. It's really a lot of fun to plant them. And the other thing is that we can come visit them because this is public land.
We are the largest local cactus and succulent society in the world. And we've rescued over 120,000 plants in the last 22 years.
There's a good number of people that just come out and want to make sure that all native plants we can get find a home. We don't want to see them bulldozed. We want to see them transplanted somewhere in the Tucson area and saved.